The following announcement has been paid for by Perched on the Top Rope.
The wrestling world lost a trailblazer over the weekend. Legendary ECW superstar Sabu. He was a hardcore extraordinaire. He passed away at the age of 60. A two-time ECW world champion who had a legendary rivalry with a friend of mine named Taz.
I was incredibly lucky to grow up during the era of ECW. Obviously, we all had our own trampoline wrestling associations around the country, and we all followed the way of the ECW superstars. And what Sabu did every time he performed was put his life on the line for everybody's entertainment. We are forever grateful for his service to this industry.
We all remember Sabu tonight. Send our condolences to his family and friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Perched on the Top Rope. I am your host, former dirt sheet writer from Sportskeeda, Ringside News, Daily DDT, and more. I am Lee Walker, and as you heard, we did the 10-bell salute in honor of Sabu, who passed away at the age of 60. Now, he was the homicidal, genocidal, suicidal one of professional wrestling. He was trained by his uncle, the Sheik, the original Sheik, and was initially trained to be a technical wrestler who began his career in 1985 in big-time wrestling and was billed from being from Saudi Arabia under the ring names Sabu the Elephant Boy. Of course, the use of the Elephant Boy was later dropped. And he was also Terry SR, with the SR standing for Sheik's Revenge. During the 1980s, he wrestled for various independent promotions in Memphis, Michigan, Ohio, Canada, and Hawaii. Now, Sabu once wrestled in 1991 for the United States Wrestling Association as Samu, who feuded with Jeff Jarrett and Robert Fuller. Sabu would make 3 appearances for the World Wrestling Federation in 1993, where he defeated Scott Taylor in a dark match before Monday Night Raw. On October 18th, 1993, he lost to Owen Hart the next night in a dark match at WWF Wrestling Challenge taping, and on October 20th defeated Scott Taylor again in a dark match at the WWF Superstars of Wrestling taping. Now, there's no word as to why things didn't work out. However, from 1991 to 1994, Sabu made his first of several tours to Japan for FMW. If you know anything about this wrestling, this is extreme deathmatch style wrestling. This is where Sabu received many of the scars on his arms and torso, which became famous, and he cleared the rumors that the scars were self-induced in a shoot interview with RF Video, confirming that they were a result of numerous hardcore matches that he was involved in, including participating in over 24 no-rope barbed wire death matches. Absolutely insane, but that was Sabu. Sabu would go on to make his appearance in Eastern Championship Wrestling, but also would end up, obviously, in Extreme Championship Wrestling. This is completely where Sabu made his name. Sabu became a household name in ECW. However, after his time in ECW in 1995, he would go on to wrestle in New Japan Pro Wrestling, making a total of 64 appearances. Incredible. Just incredible. Also in 1995, we would also see Sabu make his WCW debut on September 11th, 1995 on WCW Nitro against Alex Wright. Sabu won the match, but the decision was reversed, as after the match, he would put Alex Wright through a table. And then Sabu also received victories against Mr. JL on October 9th, 1995, and another one at Halloween Havoc. He also, in his last match in WCW, defeated Disco Inferno. Now, his style did not fit what WCW was at that time. And in 1996, 1997, he wrestled in Big Japan and All Japan Pro Wrestling before making his return to ECW, where he returned during 1995 and was there until 2000. And Sabu would work various independent promotions up until 2002, when he would sign with Total Nonstop Action, and he was there until 2006. And in 2006, he would go wrestle for the WWE, making appearances at ECW One Night Stand, and of course joining ECW as he became part of the ECW Originals alongside Rob Van Dam, Tommy Dreamer, and Sandman, to face off against the new breed of ECW, which was Elijah Burke, Kevin Thorne, Marcus Corvon, and Matt Stryker in a match at WWE WrestleMania 23, in which the ECW Originals won. This was the breaking moment for the ECW Originals, getting their nod from WWE and getting their WrestleMania moment. Now, there's one thing that truly I am excited for when it comes to Sabu and his career. Unfortunately, though, him passing. Sabu wrestled for WCW, WWF, WWE, obviously ECW. He wrestled for NWA. He wrestled for TNA. And he made an appearance in AEW, also wrestling in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So real quick, I'm just going to talk about some of those accolades when it comes to Sabu. When it comes to ECW, he's a 2-time heavyweight champion, a 1-time FTW heavyweight champion, a 1-time ECW television champion, and a 3-time ECW tag team champion with Taz, and twice with Rob Van Dam, thus giving him the 3. He was King of the Hill winner of 1996, and he's the second ECW Triple Crown winner. FMW, he's a WWA Martial Arts Tag Team Champion with Horace Boulder. He's in the Hardcore Hall of Fame class of 2009, the Indie Wrestling Hall of Fame class of 2004. Juggalo Championship Wrestling, 1-time heavyweight champion. When it comes to NWA, he is an NWA heavyweight champion. New Japan Pro Wrestling, IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion 1 time, and a UWA World Junior Light Heavyweight Champion 1 time. Incredible. When it comes to TNA, he won Match of the Year in 2005 versus Abyss in the Barbed Wire Massacre. And though he's never held any championships in WCW or WWF/WWE, he was there. He has done a lot in the industry. So, there it is for Sabu with his accolades. Unfortunately, Sabu passed away on May 11th, and on Hannibal TV, the author, ghostwriter of Sabu's autobiography, Kenny Casanova, went on Hannibal TV and revealed Sabu's cause of death. Unfortunately, Sabu passed away of a heart attack. And fan Sabu's memory will live on forever when it comes to major wrestling figure podcast, figures. TNA made figures of Sabu. There were figures in ECW. He's in a few series. And of course, he had multiple WWE figures as well. Ruthless Aggression, WWE Classics, WrestleMania figures, the ECW line, the WWE Classic line. And you can also remember Sabu in YouTube videos, but also video games like ECW video games. He was in the WWE video games in various series, starting with the WWE Raw vs. SmackDown vs. ECW of 2008. And fans, I'm going to end this show with another 10-bell salute in honor of Sabu passing. Remember, spoiler free's the way to be. And hug your loved ones and tell them you love them.